Woohoo!
Welcome back to Felicia's Ark, the show where you, the audience, get to decide which video game animals are to be saved from the oncoming theoretical apocalyptic flood. I'm your host and captain of the Ark. Hey, Felicia Day. And this is it, folks. We are down to the last of our animals for this season of the show. Today, we turn our attention towards the majestic monkey. Why majestic? I don't know, because it sounds good with monkey. Monkeys are the comeback species of the video game world. They started out villains and annoying mini-bosses, and now they're heroes and annoying sidekicks. My suspicion is that they're going to be a colossal pain in the ass on the Ark. But, you know, I included them anyway. You owe me, monkeys. You owe me big time. First, let's find out who was selected from last week's episode. And you picked Frog from Chrono Trigger. Yeah, that's a pretty safe choice. The whole huge arm thing still has me a little bit weirded out, but considering how many times this guy saved me in a fight, I can look the other way. I could stroke his biceps. Welcome aboard, Frog. Now then, bring on the monkeys. Let's start with a classic, shall we? Yes, Donkey Kong has a dark past, but we've all seen his transformation into this heroic father figure. And you know what? I am not buying that. I cannot trust a former kidnapper like this jackass when on board a large wooden ship filled with barrels. He treats women like trophies, and he thinks wearing only a tie means he's dressed. Screw that noise. Get off the ship, Mr. Rapey. Next on the list is the monkey from Super Monkey Ball. This is a really cute game, and it's a monkey that's already in a ball, so he's not gonna be freaking out when I put him in a confined space below decks. But what happens when he can't get his speed on? I've considered this question very carefully, and I drew up a little schematic here for possible monkey ball applications. This is the monkey in the ball. This is the treadmill that is connected to the reactor, the constant kinetic energy that can power the Ark indefinitely. This is high concept stuff. I did not major in art. Don't criticize my drawing. Whatever. With the right application of science, the new world could have an endless source of green monkey energy. Of course, if we can't pull it off, then there's going to be a slight logistical problem with having a monkey prone to high speeds and a giant ball stored in a confined little space in the Ark. He's going to get freaked out. He's like, wah, 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 wah. It's going to be freaky. I don't want to watch that. And where does he poo? I'm going to just say it because everybody's thinking it. And listen, poo is on my mind. I'm going to have to clean up after a lot of people. Let's just move on. Next is George from Rampage. George is something of a special case, special needs. He has some violent tendencies, yeah, but think of all the ruins he could clear for future building projects. He's gonna be f***ed up out there. We need some little muscle. A little positive reinforcement could go a long way with his ego, and having a massive monkey that can throw tanks means you will never need a ladder or a tractor. God, it's an economically sound monkey. Now, if we could just figure out a way to fit a 70-foot-tall marauding monkey that's prone to eating everything in sight onto an Ark, kind of boggles the mind. I mean, he's pretty much only destroys things. So it's a good bet that if he gets bored, he's gonna take out the Ark. You know, now that I think about it, why the hell did I put him on the list? You guys are gonna vote for him because you want to destroy me. Yes, there is a monkey in Metal Gear Solid 4. He had to go on the list because A, he's one of the few people that can look Snake in the eye without fear, and B, he's the closest thing to a real monkey on the list. I mean, not that we're aiming for veracity, but let's try to represent everything, right? Now, this monkey is clearly trained. He understands basic commands and could easily serve as the captain pet, you know, like Jack the Monkey in Pirates of the Caribbean. On the other hand, if he's gonna represent the whole species, he's gotta drop the smoking habit. You know, I'm not judging. And if you care about the existence of the monkey race, you're the last hope. You gotta give up on the cancer sticks. And, oh, I'm sorry, maybe there's a problem with the naked thing. He looks like a creepy mole rat, and he's wearing a silver diaper. Where did he get that, Tiffany's? How could we not include Chimchar from Pokemon? This is a great fit when you factor in space. Here's a monkey that fits in a Pokeball, and it's, yeah, sort of easy to train. However, his butt is on fire. Now, we could manage this if we kept track of when he was in and out of his Pokeball, but the real issue is what makes the fire. Burning gas from his stomach. He is just farting all the time. It's one continuous fart. It's a never-ending fart. It's nice, you know, in a way, because at least he has his decency to create his own heat source, so I don't have to warm him, but when he sleeps, you know, the flame goes out, right? And I do not for a second believe that the gas is just magically stopping because there's no fire. That just makes this little guy an adorable but serious safety hazard. Bringing us home is Amigo from the game Samba de Amigo. Everybody's played it, right? I don't care. I love the idea of saving this little guy because you're also preserving a rich and beautiful culture. And because there's probably a good chance that he knows how to make a bitchin' margarita. So let's get to the meat of it. Where is the practical application of having this mega happy dancing monkey on board the ship? Hey, trick question, there isn't one. But think of the world after the flood, okay? This is not gonna be a great place. Wouldn't you love to be able to sit down at this makeshift bar you made with, you know, wreckage, and after a long day of planting crops, battling malaria, depression, you're gonna die at 30, there's gonna be something to take you down. Suddenly you find yourself whisked away into a crowded conga line, huh? On the other hand, he is annoying as hell. His face is frozen in a smile that would make the Joker sweat. Amigo! It's the final vote. Cast it here in the comments to decide the monkeys' fate. And be entered into a contest to win a free... Yes! Yes! Spike! Check back next week for the finale, where we conclude this season by showing... What? That's a monkey's ass. Check back next week for the finale. We'll do stuff. Just subscribe and I'll see you next week. The end is nigh.